4FM, great to hear that song again. Sergio Mendes from Brazil. Remember Masquinada from 83 with the vocals by Joe Pizzzolla and Lisa Miller. And of course, I'm Never Going to Let You Go. Now, kids in the UK will be heading off to a camp with a twist this summer. Camp Quest was founded as an alternative to Christian camps. There are plenty of them in Britain. Its aims are to teach children how to think, not what to think, if you know what I mean. The 5-day retreat is being subsidised by Richard Dawkins, the evolutionary biologist and author of The God Delusion. And on the phone now is Richard Craig, who's the co-director with Camp Quest in the UK. Hi, Richard.
Hi, Dave. How's it going?
You know what we have here in Ireland? We've got Irish College, where kids go off for 2 or 3 weeks and learn to speak the Irish language. I wasn't aware there were so many Christian camps in Britain.
Yeah, well, I mean, the more you look into it, the more you found. Regularly, about 500,000 go off to Christian camps in the UK.
As many as that?
Yes.
Jeez, that's a lot. And you obviously are trying to produce a kind of an antidote to all of this. What's going to happen at Camp Dawkins or Camp Quest?
Well, I think I probably should address the first part you're saying. I mean, Richard Dawkins isn't actually subsidising Camp Quest. His foundation made a sort of one-off donation to help us when we started up. But apart from that, you know, he doesn't actually have any personal involvement with.
Okay, all right. Well, it's a
there.
once-off subsidy, if you like. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly, just to sort of help us start up, because obviously we have similar aims. But I mean, we don't really class ourselves as a antidote or a sort of anti-religious camp. I mean, you know, we see ourselves as promoting critical thinking and philosophy and sort of science, rather than say a deconversion camp or an anti-religious camp. You know, we focus more on how the children think and justify their ideas rather than what they think.
Without telling me about what you'll be doing, what happens at the Christian camps?
Well, I mean, obviously, I haven't actually been to a Christian camp myself, but you know, other counsellors have sort of said they've sort of gone along as well there. So, but you know, obviously, I can't really say what goes on at Christian camps. I haven't been to one. So.
Oh no, just in general. Is it a Bible teaching type scenario and kids sing Kumbaya and all that kind of jazz? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Camp Quest was set up in the US as more like a haven for the non-religious. Because obviously over in the US, religion's quite heavily focused upon, and the non-religious children will be, I don't know, ostracized from society,
yes.
Or not shown. So obviously the Camp Quest over in the US was more of a haven, a meeting place for obviously the non-religious children. So, you know, they could all meet and get to know each other rather than obviously be the only one in the village, say.
Yeah, and tell me, so give us an example of the sort of activities that kids... By the way, what sort of age are they?
Well, I mean, Camp Quest, our age range caters from 8 to 15. But obviously this year, with brothers and sisters, our actual age range is now 7 to 17. So.
Okay, and what sort of things will they be doing at the camp?
Oh, well, it's actually quite a good mix between education and physical activities. Obviously, kids will come and in the afternoons do all the usual summer camp activities. They'll do canoeing, zip wire, etc. And morning and evenings, we've kind of would like to introduce sort of philosophy for children. So it's, say, discussions, which one of our counsellors, Diana, leads. So it's not really and say like your usual classroom where we have a set curriculum. It's more a question is posed and the children are asked to think on it and develop their ideas and justify their ideas.
Okay, so there's no ideology involved. It's just it's more of more education in the broader sense.
Exactly. I mean, children are taught sort of various types of questions, so open and closed questions that have a definite answer or an open-ended answer or that can't be answered, etc. So it's more getting children to sort of question what they think and justify it themselves, you know.
Yeah, I mean, even the Scouts in Britain have some element of religion attached to them, or, you know, you've got to pledge allegiance of some sort, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Edwin Kagan in the US founded it because the US Scouts had a definite religious promise, and the Scouts in the UK here have either a religious but a definite promise to the oath to the Queen, etc.
Yeah, which would alienate a lot of people, I'd imagine. Thanks very much
I used to be a scout myself, so yeah.
Did you? Well, dib to you, Richard. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much for coming on. Okay,
No
Richard Craig there is the co-director with Camp Quest, which is a non-denominational and, by the appearance, non-judgmental form of summer camp for kids, which is about to kick off in the UK.